Welcome everyone to episode 19 of Aurei Plays 7 Billion Humans. We got stumped by this sorting floor puzzle last time. I actually talked with some of my friends about it, one of whom had solved it already, and he gave me some small tips. But since we got stuck on it so hard last time, let's try another one for now, and we'll come back to it later. This puzzle is a glory hole. Okay. I also don't really know anymore. Okay. So, it's a search algorithm. This is fun. I like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, for each direction, we're gonna check if that direction is the low. So we want to walk in the lowest direction, right? So if it's lower, yeah, if it's lower than whatever we currently have, which we need to set, I guess. Set 0 to mem2. So there we go. So, and then we can throw this out. So if where we're going is lower than mem2, then we set to mem2, we set this. And then after that we step in mem2. However, if where I'm standing is equal to 1, then what we're gonna do is for each there, if that direction is a hole, then we'll jump in it. So step mem3. Yep, so if that's not the case, then we'll be fine, and we just have to do a jump back. So this should be good. Let's see. Oh, okay. I made a mistake here, clearly. Yeah, mem2 gets initialized to 0. So we do need to initialize mem2. And we want to set it to like 20 or something, I guess. And doesn't matter where, I guess here is fine, right? So set mem2 to some high number. Actually, we can do it wraps around, right? So we can set it to 99. Okay, let's see. Oh, and I'm doing something wrong because we need to. So here we compare the value, but we need to remember the direction and the value. Wait, how did we do that before? We have done this before. Let's see. It actually can be done easier. So we don't need to compare in memory. We can just say if where we're going is lower than where we're currently standing, and then we don't need to remember this, and we can just easily step in that direction. Yep. Okay, so we first need to step on a data cube. We can do that, or no, let's remove this because we can't. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, if this is nothing, and mem1 is a data cube, then step to it. And can we do an OR? We can do an OR here. That's not how I want it, I think. Okay, so let's see if we can do it in one condition. So if mem2, no, mem1 is strictly lower than my direction, or where I'm standing is nothing, and where I'm going, which is mem1, is a data cube. And then I guess this should be mem1. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, there we go, awesome. Okay, here's... oh wait, I don't know... oh, they were waiting for this person to make the whole circle. Okay, so there might be a way to do this more quickly. I guess you don't... do you need... you wouldn't need to use all directions, and that would probably make it faster. No, because you can't always... so for example, if you're here, you can't one step will still get you the same thing. So let's speed this up a little bit, and then we're in the money. It's one command more than... this can be done in 15 seconds? That's so quick. 15 seconds? Okay, interesting. I guess there is something to say for... I guess if you only step diagonally, it's a lot faster. That's my guess. Okay, let's continue on. Lazy pathways. Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so how you can do this is you go stand on a cube, you check everything around it, then what you do is you set it to the minimum of whatever is around it plus 1, and in that way we will eventually get there. My guess is, are we gonna do a random walk? That's gonna be kind of expensive. I mean, if it's... so if we set it to something, is it always the correct number? I guess it is, right? Because if you see a number, that's... oh wait, but plus... so the minimum plus 1 is not necessarily... is it not? No, it's always... it's pretty much always correct. The exception is here. So that's just slightly tricky. And again, I guess... no, yeah, so this is... in this configuration is the only exception. Like, it could be... if we stand here at first... and actually... yeah, so it should actually be... so if we look at this, it will come out to be 3, but it should be 4. Right? Yeah, because a diagonal... oh wait, so no, diagonal steps are fine, so this will come out to be a 3. So if there's not a 99, you can safely do this. So let's take that into account. Let's step into a random direction. If the thing I'm standing on is equal to 99. Then we're gonna do something. We're gonna do for each direction. If that particular direction is a worker, then we're just gonna wait for that worker to finish. This is a little bit. It might, yeah. This will cause a little bit of lag, but in the beginning especially. But people will be able to get out because they have a way through here, right? So they can walk somewhere. But if we see a worker, no, we are gonna do it the other way around. So if there's a data cube, if that direction is a data cube, then we're gonna so we need the lowest number. So we set it to 98 because we're gonna add +1 to it at the end. So 98 should be the lowest. So if so here we want to use mem2. So mem2 will be the lowest value. If mem2 is a lower, no, if mem1, so that particular direction is lower than mem2, then we set mem2 equal to mem1. Actually, we can calculate immediately. Yeah, that's no, let's do it like this. Okay, so we have this. So we find the lowest number. At the end, we pick up. So that's after the for loop. So that's here. We pick up the cube and we write. We calc. We set. So we do that here. We set mem2 equal to mem2 plus 1. So then we have the number we want to write on the cube. We pick it up. We write mem2 and we drop it. Then here, if there's not a data cube, if there is a worker instead, so mem1 is a worker, then we want to try again, because then we need to wait for that person to finish and drop the cube, because if there's a worker and there's not a cube, there's probably, oh yeah, this could be nasty in the beginning with just random people standing here, but it's better safe than sorry in this case, I hope. So let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky because they all get stuck. Yeah, they all have someone they're waiting on, and okay. Yep, that's problematic. Okay, so I was a little bit optimistic about that. What if so okay, what we can do, and this is a little bit cheaty but it will work, if to the right is, we're just gonna remove all of these from the equation. So if to the right is a wall, just end the program. So this means that some... Okay, I've forgotten a jump. So let's stop this. So if you got to do this, then you'll step randomly again, and this will. Okay, let's actually, so So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the random step to here, and we're in the beginning just gonna step left. And that will at least make the first part fairly smooth, right? So then all of them will start calculating something. Wait, why are they stuck now? Oh, there are some over here. If the number is... Ah, okay, so let's do the jump here then. So why are these people stuck? They're here. If their current location is 99? Okay, now I'm really confused. Why are they getting stuck? If their current... Oh, the random step should be here. Okay, so what we maybe should do is... so we don't want to do this because it's a pain in the ass. We just... maybe we start with... so if to the right is a wall, then we'll do 2 steps. Yeah, so if to the right is not a wall, we'll start with a step. So to separate them, and then we'll do 2 more steps to the left. So just to ensure that they're in, basically that they get to be in a spot that's relevant, and they'll immediately set a lot of these to the correct number, at least I hope. Okay, this guy is stuck. Why are you stuck? If mem... Yeah, okay. He's stuck because there's someone in his position. Right, mem... What is mem 1? Oh, I can't see that. Okay. Okay, this is a lot better at least. Some of them still get stuck. Why are you stuck? Step. But how can you... Mem 1 is a data cube? It's not. If it's a worker. There's something weird going on here, and I'm not quite sure what. Maybe if there's a worker in that spot initially, they'll just keep getting stuck or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Let's see. Yeah, mem 1 is the direction, right? So yeah, I don't see a way around this, right? This is really... We set mem 1 into mem 2. It's not like we're messing up somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea if we can... So I guess that at the moment you read it, you get the value. And if you miss one, that's... Well, oh wait, but if someone is standing on there, it's a 99, so we can just skip it. Yeah, it's not relevant. If someone is standing there and they've picked up the thing, then it must be a 99. Yep, that's a lot better. Okay, awesome. This is weird. I do see some stuff that's wrong. Am I doing this the wrong way around? If mem1, oh, the direction is smaller than mem2. Then we set mem2 to be... Oh, this should not be in the loop. I'm not sure why it is. Yep, that's a lot better. Awesome. Yeah, solution also looks correct. Yeah, and last bit. Okay, apparently it's not correct because it would stop by now. Let's see, where's the mistake? Can you not walk around the corner? That would suck balls. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's stop it. Let's run it again, see what happens. Number of tiles the boss would have to walk. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are 1, 2s at the beginning were there. Should be fine. Oh, here there's a 6. And that should be 1, 2, 3. This should be a 5. Okay. Yeah, so it's not actually. So why does it work this way? Because if the 4 and the how could it work this way? Oh, if it's picked up currently, then we do need to wait for it to drop, right? Because if the number, while they are standing on a 99, once they drop it, it's no longer a 99, and it could matter what it is. Okay, so yeah, I do fear I have to sort of reintroduce this. So if it's not a data cube, so we somehow need to escape this whole situation where people get stuck. And yeah. So let's just recode this. So let's if mem1 is a worker, then what we can do, so if it's a worker and it's not doing this, right? It hasn't picked up right drop. So then what we can do a couple of no ops. So just, I don't know, set, hey, this one certainly has to take from again. So we can do pick, no, that would disturb the rest. So let's do some calculations, right? So let's set mem4 to, sure, to 0 or to 1 or 2. I don't care. And let's do that again. Let's set it to something else. Let's set mem4 to 3. So worst case, so worst case, yeah, I'll do a couple more just to be sure. Okay. So, and if now it's still a worker, so if it's now no longer a worker, then we can jump back, right? And we can do the not to there, to here. And if it's still a worker, then we don't care, we just continue on. Okay. Yeah, again, this there's an odd one here, so this doesn't quite work the way we want it to. Let's remove this nonsense and yeah, let's put the jump in here. Let's do it like this. Let's see. So if we do this, then they get stuck at some point. So the problem is that it doesn't refresh, right? It I mean, we can do this. It's slow as fuck, but it will work, I think. Yeah, it's actually quite fast because the case where this happens, right, is kind of rare, and people will just pick it up again. Oh, interesting. So what happened here was the problem is that here you get kind of messed up, right? So you can't just rely on the 99 being correct. So we need to do something here, and the something is just say, hey, if it's bigger than 1, let's go. It's kind of annoying, but it will work. Here we need to set this to the current location. So if it's if we have that item, that number in memory, yep. So that means that so actually we'll need to set mem2 to the current direction minus the 1. So basically, and if another direction is smaller than the one that is, oh wait, okay, is smaller or equal, I guess. I'm not sure this matters now. But we set to memory the current thing minus 1, right? So at the end we'll set it +1 and we'll write it down. Let's do that only if what we currently have is not equal to mem2. Then we need to rewrite it. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so if it's bigger than 1, let's roll. And if we go, so we set it to, we begin with the number -1. We just check all directions. If it's strictly smaller, then we get something better, right? If it's okay, let's just set mem2 to the current direction, right? So then we check the rest and we set mem2 to this. Yeah, so what we can do if this is larger than what we have in memory, so what we do is we set it to the beginning thing. If we find a better solution, then we'll plug that in. So if we have a number that's smaller than this, yeah, and then we add the +1, so it needs to be 2 less for it to actually affect it. Does that make sense? Just say we're standing on a 6 and we have a 5 next to us, that's fine, but if there's a 3 next to us, then this will trigger +1 will still be bigger than this, and I think we're good. So let's see what happens. They're gonna do a lot of calculations, but they're never picking something up. This should be the other way around. So if what's on the floor is... No, this is good. If what's on the floor is bigger than what's in M2. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so they'll... Now the problem is that they'll they'll calculate a lot more, because they'll keep recalculating the ones that they've already done. But it's necessary in order for them to get the final ones. We can't really do anything about that. That's we'll just have to wait until they get to the final few cubes. There we go. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, way over target, but yeah, it still works. Awesome. Okay, we'll call it an episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.